So if you've been searching for a Tampa Bay home where your family has room to actually breathe, space in the yard, room in the community, and leaves room in your budget, and every single option you found either stretches you too thin or feels like you're just settling for something, this video is going to be for you. Because a lot of families in this market draw a line at Wesley Chapel. They never drive east, and honestly, I get it. Plant City isn't the first name that comes up when you're researching Tampa Bay communities. But after helping over 200 families buy in this market, I've noticed a pattern. The communities that actually get it right are almost never the ones that everyone is talking about. And here's what happens when families get it wrong. They're usually optimizing for the house. They find something that checks the square footage box, if you will, that fits their budget, and then they move in. And then about 6 to 12 months later, they realize they don't actually love where they live. The neighborhood isn't a great fit. The weekends really feel flat. And honestly, that's the thing that no one warned you about. And for us, the houses are the easy part. We are in them every single day. But the community is actually what you bought. And if you're not in the right community for your ideal lifestyle, it doesn't matter how good the house is. And if we've never met before, my name is Wanokala, and a little over 7 years ago, my wife Kate and I packed up our family of 5, sold almost everything we owned, moved 1,200 miles south here to the greater Tampa Bay area, where we've been loving it ever since. And I remember doing this exact research before we made a move, with kids in tow nonetheless. So when I walk through a community, I'm not just looking at it like a real estate agent, I'm looking at it like a dad. And what I was looking for is the same thing that I think you're probably looking for. It isn't just a house that fits your budget. It's a place where your family actually wants to spend time in a community that actually feels like your home. And today I'm going to take you out to Plant City to a community called North Park Isle, and I think it does just that. It's got a resort-style pool, pickleball court, basketball court, a kayak launch right on the community lake, nature trails, pocket parks, and all of this sits less than a mile away from I-4 and the nearest hospital, sitting right in between Tampa, Lakeland, and Orlando. And you've got downtown Plant City just a few minutes away, which has really cool monthly markets, local dining right on Main Street, and if you've never been to the Florida Strawberry Festival before, that alone is worth the drive. And this is what Plant City gets right that most people never stop long enough to find out. So today, I'm not only going to show you North Park Isle, I'm also going to show you how far your money goes. Today, we're going to take you on a property tour of a home that falls well within a very affordable range here in the greater Tampa Bay area, one worth investigating. So let's head out to North Park Isle. I'll walk you through the property and we'll talk about it. As we walk in this house, you got a lot of open space, which I know people love. They're looking for open floor plans. This is the constant question we get from people who have families. Heck, even working professionals want an open floor plan, which totally makes sense. And one of the things that I really like about this house is the layout. They've really utilized all 1,850 square feet here very well. You've got this big round table, and I'm a huge fan of a round table. Kate's actually gonna be jealous when she sees this because we're in the market for one, and I gotta ask the owners where they got this because this is a great dining room table here. It doesn't take up too much floor space. You know, when you put a 7 or an 8 foot table, because you got a big family in a dining room like this, sometimes it can feel a little bit tight on the edges. But this one doesn't. The round allows them to get other things in, like bookshelves you see here behind us, shelves behind their couch like you see as well, and then just keeps the space open and also allows you to talk directly to someone as opposed to at them, which I'm a huge fan of. Okay, so as we move into the kitchen now, big island here, 4 chairs, so plenty of space. This thing is probably 8 feet across, to be honest with you. You got a quartz countertop, which is really nice. Huge, deep stainless steel sink, and there's drinking water hooked up as well. So if you're new to Florida, you know how important that can be. White shaker style cabinets across. You've got the appliances that are coming with this property too. This is GE stainless steel on the refrigerator there, and then a really nice sized pantry. Not all properties have a good sized pantry, but this is great. Good for families, good for people who you know, got lots of snacks and want to hang out and do those types of things. So now I'm going to take you into the bedrooms here. Now, I'm going to show you the primary bedroom last, and also the outdoor space. And the lot here is unbelievable. This is one of those things that makes this home unique as opposed to a lot of others in this specific community. As we look behind us here, we got another bedroom that we're walking into, which doubles as a home office for this owner. And then they're also got the game console set up here. It looks like they're doing some media of some sort. Maybe they're gaming online or whatever that is. But good sized bedroom as probably the second largest bedroom in the house. And as we walk down the hallway here, we've got the main bath.
Love the subway tile in this space. This is a big bathroom. So if you got kids, you're doing the daily baths, or if you're gonna have a few teenagers, this is a nice spot. Plenty of countertop space in here. You also got the quartz that matches and the cabinets that match the kitchen, which is great. As we come across the hallway here, you run into bedroom, what I would consider number 3. In here, they've got bunk beds. You've got a walk-in closet, which is plenty of space here. There's still enough room for a desk in the space and bookshelves or a dresser, so that works out good. And then as we come across, got our linen closet right here, and that is directly next to the bathroom, of course. And then that takes us into the final bedroom in this space here, which they've got set up as a nursery for their youngest, but still a decent sized bedroom. This is probably an 11 by 11 or 11 by 12, so not huge, but good enough for that 4th bedroom as an option. I think a lot of people would probably use that as their home studio, as opposed to the 3rd bedroom, but whatever works best for you. That brings us out into the living room space. Love that you have the sectional set up here in the background, which is plenty of room here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 butts that can sit on that couch, which is plenty. Tile floor in here, which is great as well. Entertainment setup here with the television, and then that takes you to the outdoor space, which we will visit last. Now we want to take you into the primary suite, which is right in between the kitchen and the main living area. This is a big master bedroom here. Plenty of space. It looks like they've got a desk set up here as well. So 2 people that work from home making things work. I love that. And you can see behind me how big this bed is. That is a Cali King, so there's plenty of room in here, and there's still space for those nightstands on each end, which is awesome. Walk-in shower in this primary suite here. Again, this is a larger format tile, but kind of carries through to that subway you saw on the other side. I wouldn't consider this a subway tile, but love the walk-in shower. No tub in the primary. Dual vanity here. Again, quartz countertops, white sinks. You also have the water closet behind us, which is nothing more than the potty, if you didn't know. And then that takes me into this big closet, which you're probably hearing just it's got carpet in it, and man, there is plenty of space in here. I mean, if you got room for totes and all your clothes, there's plenty of space in a closet like this. So don't be afraid that you're not going to have enough storage area. I'm going to take you guys out to the garage too. Epoxy floor, huge fan of that. Kind of out of the way a little bit, but you know, people always wonder, like, okay, if I'm coming into the house, what does that now look like? Well, you know, you got a dump zone area. You know, they're putting up backpacks behind us here. That is where the mechanicals live in the house. And then on the other side, this is the laundry, right? So you got the washer and dryer, storage up top, which is excellent as well. And then that takes us out to the garage, which you can see is a really good space here as I pan across. You know, lots of shelf storage space in here, totes everywhere. They've got bikes hanging up. So this is a good spot. I really like how much room is in the garage, considering this home isn't quite 2,000 square feet. So a lot to love about this. And last but not least, you know, how far does this go? What do you get for, you know, in a really affordable price point here in Plant City? Well, as we step out, I mean, this shot is unbelievable, guys. Holy cow. Water view, excellent. You've got a fence here, so if you have pets, and that's important too, you're already set up, ready to go. Or if you have young kids, it's private. You can still do a lot of landscaping out here. You can cover the lanai if you want, put pavers back here. This is a very peaceful, serene environment. It's an awesome place to come hang out, have a cup of coffee. Right now it's about noon, so just kind of give you a sense of what this outside space looks like. But yeah, that's, you know, this is a lot of house for the current price that they're asking for it.
And there are usually a few key reasons why people are looking at areas like Plant City as an example. It's not quite overbuilt, to say the least. There's still a lot of room for appreciation. There's still a lot of place to develop, and it's slow to do it, and people love that. The other thing is, you know, from a drive time perspective, it's about 25 miles outside of downtown Tampa. If you work on the east side of Tampa, it's going to even be closer than that. Let's say, for the sake of this conversation, you had to drive all the way downtown. Well, that drive is going to take anywhere from 25 minutes to typically 50 minutes, depending on traffic. There are 2 options when you get closer to downtown, which makes it nice. You've got I-4, which turns into 275, and then you're right downtown. Or you can sneak on the Solomon Expressway if things get a little bit crazy. So people really tend to like those options. If you're working in areas like North Tampa or the university, you can sneak around the backside of the area here too. So again, if you still like like seeing, farms when you're driving to work, this is a good spot. It's not necessarily rural. We're only a mile off the highway, but it kind of feels that way. So nature is still available, but you can have a proper suburb if that's what you're looking for.
So, what comes in this community, they've got some really great amenities here. You've got the pool, you've got a basketball court, you've got a pickleball court, you've got a kids playground, or a tot lot, if you will. Saw lots of people run in and walk in and hanging out in the neighborhood this morning. There was even a space inside of that clubhouse that you can rent for birthday parties, which is excellent. Not every clubhouse has that. So if that's important to you, you really have that as an option. I love the fact that they had a 0 entry for the kids. And there's even a little seat around the pool the whole way too. So a lot of conveniences there, covered pavilions, and just a really nice laid back neighborhood for a great entry point into the greater Tampa Bay area for a newer home. So I love it. This is a Lennar build. I think the home is 2 years old. It's just an incredible place to come check out, and definitely worth your look.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this home tour today. If you have questions about this house, do not hesitate to reach out to me directly. I'm going to put a link down below that has all of the details on this property, including price, specs, photos, HOAs, everything you guys need in terms of the information. But if you want to go deeper, don't hesitate to reach out to me. All of my contact information is down below. Heck, there's even a link to my calendar so you can schedule a time that is most convenient for you. And as always, until next time, go out and live that Tampa life.